Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I want to say welcome to all my new subscribers. I have been away for a little bit, been busy, but I did make this journal. Now, I do make journals to write in. There's different kinds of journals that people make. I want to let my new subscribers know that I do make journals that are for writing. So this one I made out of a box that I had. Well, it's on a book, but I made it out of a box that my washi tape come in, and I thought it was so pretty that I kept it to make it into a journal. Here, I kept the back also, and I just added it to a book. I did put a bigger spine on the book, and usually I cover up the threads that I've sewn my journal in with, but I couldn't find anything that I liked to match this book. So for right now, or maybe for always, it's just going to be this way. You can take off this tassel that I made and put it on a bull clip. Usually I make holes in there and put a jump ring in there to attach them to, but I didn't this time. Here I've added in some pockets. Some things for whoever gets this. You can put that wherever they want. This is a tag I made. I did not cover up the back. This was a backing to like the things you get out of the backing to things you get in your packs. So this backing wasn't white. It actually looked like a wall. So I used it for a tag. Made a pocket on here out of some fabric. Stick on there. I cut all my nails off, so there's nothing left to grab anything with. I've got some paper in this envelope I've stuck on here to journal on. So now this doesn't flip up. This is a tuck spot behind this envelope. And I have some more paper back there. Mama. Yes, love. Now this one flips open. And it has, yeah, baby. This I made to journal on. It's out of an old calendar. And I just put some pretty paper on there. So stick that back there behind that picture. And then I have this envelope. I put this paper on that side. And it's got some paper in here, right on. Oh, hold on. Oh, it says choose happy. And I have stuck lace on these. Put a button over here. I love these metal buttons. Then that opens up, and I was going to stick something here on this fabric, but I left it open for whoever gets the journal to put whatever they want back here. I did stick this in here to journal on. And this envelope opens up. It's got some things in here: juniper, lavender, lemon, lemongrass. Didn't know that was lemongrass. Looks like those onions. And this is out of a book where you write people's names, addresses, phone numbers. I stuck that in there. I've just put lace everywhere. Put a sticker on this paper doily. Put some lace over here. I put a bee over here because it's got nature on here, flowers and bugs and stuff, so I put that on there. And like I said, a lot of writing space. I just washi tape some other kind of pages in here. Lots of washi tape and some lace. Got a floating pocket here. The half the envelope is so pretty. So I wanted to make a floating pocket out of it, and I'll put in here with some washi tape a to-do list, the Eiffel Tower on there. Some more papers to write on. On this paper, it has a pocket I put with some scrap paper that has some leaves on it. Put a bird on there. This is another piece of that calendar. I made it into a tag, and I put some scrap papers on there. I've got this somebody can use somewhere. I've got this pretty card in here that somebody can journal in. This page is, I do this to the center of my signatures, and I'll leave them blank for people to washi tape some pictures to, or anything they want. I have used all my scrap papers from making these pages fit in, because they were 12 of 12. I used all my scraps to put some edging on of these papers. Some of them have washi tape. Some of them have those papers on there. Here's another floating pocket. I didn't use my overhead light this time. I wanted to see how it would work with the overhead light not being on. I have pasted this bird on this paper, and I made this tag. I have texture paste on there. I cut this off 12 by 12. It came with a lot of these little papers on there, and I cut them out. I got a lot of these, they're different cards with different things on there. This is advice from a garden. And so I'll put this in here to use for journaling space. And then this is a tuck back here if you want to stick something back there. Some more of that extra paper I had and put it on the trim. This is the envelope I'd stained with coffee. I put a sticker and some lace up here. This is another card. I stuck in here for journaling space. You can put anything you want in this pocket. Just to hold stuff. Just more paper, writing space. Another blank thing to glue stuff to or tape stuff to. This is a bookmark I made out of an envelope in the mail, junk mail. Hold on a moment. I had to see what the baby was doing. So yeah, I had made the bookmark, and this is the other side to that pocket. Put some lace and sticker on here, sticker on here. I put this in here for whoever gets this to use. Some more paper. I'd put some texture paste on. This is a coffee stained index card and a while you were out paper. I get it all back in there. I might have to glue that down better. When I turn the page, it wants to come off. The stickers you get, they're sticky, but it depends on what you stick it to, if it's going to hold down or not. I'll have to glue that down. No problems with that. Lots of journaling space. And I have 4 signatures in here. This is another one of those cards. It's advice from a honeybee. I'll put this cloth down here, this little piece of fabric. And you can journal in it. I'll left this space open back here. Tuck stuff back there if you need to. I have another floating pocket. Now, all the floating pockets, along with this trims that I put on here, is all left over from the pages I had to cut down to put in here. So I like to make things go together. So it's the best way to do it is to use the scraps from what you're putting in here to make more stuff for what's going here. And you know, like when I put it on this tag, these pieces are from the pieces that I put in here. And then, so I've got a writing space. I love this brown paper. This came out of, it's my initial K. The address book that I took apart to make a journal out of. And it has a little, next to being married, a girl likes to be crossed in love a little now and then. Jane Austen, it was Jane Austen book, address book. Just got that in there. And then I got this card in here to write in. This pretty flower on it. Lots and lots of writing space. Another page to stick stuff on. Here's another one of those cards. Advice from a ladybug. Open it up, you can write on it. And it has the tuck spot. These I got at Goodwill bins. And I can't believe they just throw stuff up there. Anyway, I dig through that stuff and I get papers and cards and envelopes and stuff like that to go in the journals. Don't know where they come from. I could look it up if you want me to. Find out where they come from. I can let y'all know. Let me know in the comments. It's an envelope I stuck in here. I didn't glue it down or anything. Tape it down. It just had paper in here. The journal on. Stick whatever you want here. It's got butterflies on it. Piece of washi tape. I love these coffee stained papers. How they turn out. I got some that I don't want to cut up or use. It's so pretty. I might just frame it. So like art. A piece of artwork. I have another floating pocket. And this has a little friend card in there. It says you cannot be friends upon any other terms than upon the terms of equality. I just got different ones that come out of friendship book. I got some paper to write on. And another brown piece of paper. Part of an envelope that was pretty. I used the card to it in another journal, I think, and so I kept the envelope to make a pocket. And this is some of the pocket calendars, purse calendars out of a book. So I coffee stained it, put it in here. Got a map in there. Figured maybe go around the world and see kind of bugs, different kind of bugs everywhere, so I put that map in there. I know people use all kinds of different pages in their books, and I think I used to when I first started making the little journals, the little envelopes journals. I would use all kinds of different papers, but I haven't been doing that a lot here lately when I make my big books. And I like to kind of match and keep it to a theme and stuff, but I'm just not used to making it where I can just put anything and everything in there yet. I got to get used to that because I love watching them make their books, and they got all kinds of different papers in there, and it doesn't have the match, but then it does go together with the whole book, but then it doesn't, and I just love it. And I just can't seem to get that down yet. More writing space. This other side of the pocket over here. This envelope. To-do list. And this one is for the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Just some more journaling space. You can do whatever you want with it. I check better. Got little pieces of washi tape everywhere. It's another one of those cards, advice from a butterfly. Got the opening back here. And journal in that. Oh, you got me? Yeah. This is a card. I think that's the card. I didn't use it in another one. I used it in this one. See, I forget. No, it was not the same one. Hold on. Let me see if that's the, I don't think it's the same envelope. It has a different bird on it. Maybe I did use that one somewhere else. Anyway, here I thought it was the same one. So this one, I got a lot of pretty cards, and they had pretty envelopes too. So I don't use them. to give to people. Because I got them from other people to put in my journals, and so sometimes I'll use the envelope and the thing card in the same book. Sometimes I don't. So I just glued these together so it could be a pocket, and put some index cards in here. I covered up the little saying up here with this butterfly that matched this, and put some that little word paper back there. And then I put a pocket back here on these words, but it was still a pretty card, so I left that space where I could see what was on the card, and I put this pocket thing back here. I left the back open. It's an envelope, and then you can get this out and put anything you want back here in here. Oh, I got that. Oh, and I made that out of my scraps. Made a tag on my scrap paper. Put that in here. Put a butterfly and a paper doily on there, and put some of this lace on here. Now I was going to put a picture back here, but I figured I'd let them stick whatever they want back here. So I just put this back here. Like you would sit in a garden maybe and watch the butterflies and everything. And yeah, there's my new journal. It is for sale. Anybody want to message me about it, they can. I really love it. See, my bull clip made that a mark back there, but it's okay because I know where to put it when I put it back on there. I thought about putting pink lace on there, but I didn't want to put pink. And I would try to put some green fabric back there, but I really didn't think that the green matched this green, and so I just left it uncovered. And y'all don't have to get everything perfect and straight, I'm telling you, because it's still going to work if you don't. Because if you can see this, you can tell my signatures are not so near perfectly straight. And most of the time, I'll do it on purpose. I'll zigzag them, my holes, so that it's not perfectly straight. And this time, I didn't zigzag it, but it's still not perfectly straight because I'm not going to take all that time to measure and get upset that it's not perfectly straight, because it doesn't have to be. Because it's a journal for one. I think I put that on wrong. And for two, it's still going to work. See, even though they're not straight, it works. It works. But if you're really crazy and have to make it perfectly straight, you go right ahead and do that. But it doesn't have to be. Nothing has to be straight. And like, even when I cut this cardboard to make this bigger spine, it's not straight. It's not that I meant for it not to be straight, but it still works. So anyway, that's what a junk journal is. I don't want anything store-bought. I want it handmade. That's the beauty of it. So anyway, please like, comment, share, subscribe. And thank you for watching.